Module 5, Refining Searches. Because SciFinder is such a comprehensive search tool, even a well-defined search can yield thousands of references which would be too time-consuming to look through. SciFinder allows you to further refine your search by document type, author, or publication year so that you can find articles that are more relevant to your assignment. Furthermore, SciFinder extracts its references from some 9,000 journals, many of which are internationally published, so it may be desirable to restrict the language to English. These limits will give you a targeted, focused, and manageable list of results to sift through for the most appropriate articles. This module will illustrate these methods to refine your search. Let's return to our previous search results from Module 4. If you have not yet completed Module 4, return to it now, and then you may move on to the current module. There are 7,705 references that fulfilled our search requirements. I don't know about you, but I can think of many more things I'd rather do in my time than peruse all of these abstracts just to find one or two relevant resources. Searching all of these references would be an incredibly inefficient and irresponsible way to complete this assignment. On the left-hand side of the window, there are two important tabs. The Analysis tab, which is active by default, allows you to sort the 7,000 plus articles by document type or publication year as you did before, but also by many other categories like author name and even the companies at which those authors work. So, for example, when the articles are analyzed by author name, it appears that 77 of the articles are written by Heiko Weiner and co-workers. Heiko Weiner is likely one of the leading pioneers in the research field working on the synthesis of ethanol for biofuels, and you may want to peruse his articles. Click on his hyperlinked name and his relevant articles appear in order of publication date. To go back and see the entire reference set again, you must leave the current analysis window. To do this, you could either click the Clear Analysis button or just click your browser's back button. The second tab is the Refine tab, which allows you to create a more focused search. We've already refined by language and publication date, but there are just still too many references. If you recall, part of the assignment was to find a commercial scale synthesis. Click Refine. The list is now refined to 359 articles, a much more focused list of references. What's even more interesting is that now the analysis window shows another author, Kenneth Bischoff, who appears to be the expert in this field. I'll take note of that name when I continue my search. To see other experts in the field, you could check out the Analysis tab, or you could get an article's related citations. Check off the first article. Then, in the Related Citations menu, you could either retrieve references citing the article, or you can find articles that are cited within the article itself. It's not surprising that only 3 publications have cited this first green chemistry article. It was only published a few months ago. But the authors cite 39 references in their article, some of which you might want to peruse to explore the research of those heavy hitters in this field. Note that if at any time during your refinement process you wanted to return to a previous list of results, click on the hyperlinked text at the top of the screen. You can return to your original article set or any of the refined sets along the way. And finally, just because you've narrowed your search to a manageable list doesn't mean you have to peruse all of these abstracts right now. You're in college, you've got shit to do. Maybe you're starving, or it's 80 degrees in the middle of February. Perhaps your friends are gathering in Switlik for a Breaking Bad marathon, or you've got a really hard test in sociological imagination to study for. All very important distractions. SciFinder allows you to save your searches so that the next time you log in, you can pick up right where you left off. For example, let's save this current set of results. Click on the Save button in the top right-hand corner, give the set a name or description, and click OK. Later on, when you log back in, you'll be able to access your previous reference set just by selecting Saved Answer Sets under the Saved Searches tab. You could, alternatively, just print your reference set or even export it to your citation manager. Now, after learning how to analyze and refine your search by a number of categories including author, publication year, and language, you will need to read the titles and abstracts to decide which articles would be the most appropriate for your assignment. At this point, you are probably very anxious to read the articles and finally start writing your research report. Modules 6 and 7 will teach you how to actually find your references at Rider University or to borrow them through interlibrary loan if they are not available at our own library.